This is my live set. This is the theremin. And there was a jury, quarterfinals done, semifinals done, final done, winner. I was like, wow, I went home and I cried a bit because it meant a lot to me. Hello amigos, my name is Jose, I'm from Granada and I release music under the name of Kid Simius. I'm an electronic music artist, DJ, producer, radio host. I'm really happy to show you in the next minutes my studio, how I work, and what's important for me when I'm creating music. Enjoy. I grew up in a city called Granada. Granada is in the south of Spain, in a place called Andalusia. But the first time when I was like, wow, what the fuck is this? My uncle was playing bass guitar, and I never saw an amplified instrument or never heard an amplified instrument in my life before. And I remember going to my grandparents' place, and he was like playing bass. It was really loud, and you know this metallic sound of a bass through an amp, and I think that was the first thing I was like, oh wow, that's really interesting. And then when I was like 14, 15 years old, I decided that I wanted to play guitar. So yeah, I got myself a guitar and started learning guitar. And at some point, I realized that I was not the guy who wanted to stay at home and make the. I wanted to do my own music. I don't know when it was the time when I decided to make music professionally, because it came like really natural to me. I started like playing guitar, then doing some beats on the computer, and it took more and more time of my life, and suddenly I was doing it. Because I was a bit shy, or I felt myself not so as good musician, so I was scared to go to a band and say, hey, I play guitar, a bit of electronics. So I was always looking for how I could make cool music alone. I was like recording my DJ sets and my live sets on CDs, also like printing the cover in a sticker, like, you know. And I went to every single club in Granada and every single bar and say, hey, I'm Jose, Kid Simius, I want to play here. I've got a DJ set, but I have as well a live set. This is my music with my demos, and this is my music with my DJ sets. No one called me, no one. And I was like going the week after, hey, did you listen to the demos? No, I didn't. Okay. They called me just from one place, and I make a concert there. And then I got to play 2 or 3 shows as a DJ, but it was a really tiny bar. But sometimes in Granada, I see the guy who called me, and I still say to him, hey, thank you so much, because it meant a lot that you called me after. I never say this because actually the thought I have, or that moment was for me like very frustrating, but still very thankful about this. And then I moved to Oslo. In Oslo, went a bit faster than in Granada. I did the same thing I did in Granada, just print some CDs with my music and with my DJ sets. So they instantly contact me, like from 2 places. One place was like the coolest techno house club in Oslo called The Villa. And they say, thank you for the music. Maybe in the future you can play with us, but next weekend a DJ from Barcelona is coming, and we were thinking about maybe you can pick him from the airport and go to have dinner with him. So yeah, okay, thank you, no problem, I will do it, of course. And obviously I was 19 years old. You will do everything, you know, just to be in the club and meet some other DJs and so on. But whatever, they called me back also from another bar. Like, it was very small, Son of Mew, but it was an amazing time because I could do everything that I wanted there. I could play my live shows, And back then my live show was really experimental, like really experimental music. And I was like playing classic guitar and looping it with a loop station and then just making like very ambient sounds. And parallelly I got my roommate, she was Fumiko from Tokyo, and she was doing Kenso, like this Kenso, martial art. And at this time I saw a documentary of a friend called Berlin Digital, and it was about electronic music in Berlin. It was like the train map, the underground map of Berlin, and they were going from station to station and making interviews to some electronic artists. And I was like, oh my God, all the artists I like, they are living in Berlin. And then in Oslo, my neighbor was a guy from Berlin called Chris. We got very close friends there, and then in the middle of the year he said, I'm going back to Germany because a good friend of mine is starting his career as a rapper and I'm gonna help him out. Yeah, so he went back to Berlin and they say, hey, come to Berlin to us, we're gonna take care of you, you can make here music with us, it's gonna be awesome. I was like, okay, thank you. Went back to Spain, learned German in Spain very quickly. I was like, okay, now I'm gonna do it. So yeah, I learned German, moved to Germany. There was this competition called Laptop Battle, and it was all about like doing music with controllers and your laptop, and it became like really big in Tokyo. Then they moved to US, and I saw the posters on the street like, hey, Laptop Battle is coming to Germany. If you want to apply, just send your demos, and if you get selected, you are gonna play in Maria. Maria Osvanov was a really like famous club back then. I just make music and send the music and they say, we select you. And I was like, wow, like the first thing, because back then, you know, as I told you, I was sending music everywhere and no one was reacting. And for this, I just moved to Berlin, send music somewhere, and they say, hey, we like it, you are in. So I prepared this laptop battle thing, and the prize for the winner was like SoundCloud 1 year, and you got a machine of native instruments and some plugins. So it was like, for me back then, it was like everything. And there was a jury, you know, like people from Native Instruments, people from Ableton, people from Maria, some other like well-known DJs, and they were like voting. So quarterfinals done, semifinals done, final done, winner. I was like, wow! I went home and I cried a bit because it was like, it meant a lot to me. And then I started like doing like full-time musician. Yeah, and since then I'm just doing music, you know, and playing shows. If I go now and tell myself, 17 years old, like, hey, look, we made it, bro. You know, he will be like, he wouldn't believe me. My first monitors, I think I've got them when I went back from Oslo, from Norway. Yeah, I bought some monitors, kind of cheap music production monitors, because you don't have any reference. I never had like music in a good quality before. I spent a lot of years using those monitors. And then I bought the A7X ADAM 2011. Yeah, and I used them for years, and they make a lot of really nice music out of it. And half a year ago, I switched to the A8Hs. For me, a good monitor was a monitor where it sounds like fun, you know, like I'm making music, I'm really having fun. But on the other side, I know that it's not lying to me. Like something which is like reliable, but at the same time, I'm in the studio and I'm like, yeah, you know, you can turn it loud, you hear everything's there, and it's, yeah, that's for me like basic. This is my live set and how I normally play, and this is the theremin. Like the different kind of delays. And then I've got the Chaos pads, like the Chaos pad as an XY synthesizer. It's also very nice for the effects. like the same as a theremin somehow. And now it comes to the interesting thing. This is the controller I designed. So the main thing was like to have Ableton sequence at this sector here, so I can go through the clips and the parts of my songs, just up and down, and so on. Yeah, here I've got faders. I can control the stuff I record. I like to record things live. And then I've got here some effects. So you see here like the effects, like filters and so on. I don't know, you hear it? Or like this. And here on off. So this is like very nice. Here I've got all my vocal samples for all my songs.
Take a young man who follows. Give me a motherfucking break.
So now this is the thing. I want to record stuff myself. So I've got here like in one, you listen the bass. Now the bass off, on. So I control the bass with this. Next channel is the piano. Like here. Here. Next one is other synthesizer. Yeah, and the other one is the next synthesizer. And you've got everything. So let's say I'm gonna record the first one. Now you've got the bass. And now the piano. Now it's recorded. Now I can make like a kind of drop. Synthesizer. And then it will be like everything away, and then we've got again the drums. Then just again the drums. Then I can make here like more effects now. That was all, dear friends. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot to the whole ADAM Audio community for having me. It was a pleasure. I hope you had fun. If you have any questions or you just want to reach out, you just write me on Instagram. My Instagram is Kid Simius. You can see it here below on the comments somewhere. Have fun. See you on the dance floor or see you wherever in the world. Bye bye, keep healthy and be happy.